Pain is definitely going to be tough. And so is just winning is silent at all. A tough thing to do. So, Guardian at the end of Act 1, that's somewhat encouraging, and I see a pretty good path, too. Fire, Elite, Fire, Fire, and then 2 more Elites. Lots of res sites, lots of Elites. Pretty good for Silent. Maybe we start out with an extra common relic for some added oomph. A Peglin-based mod for Slay the Spire. I'm looking forward to Peglin's 1.0 release. I think we checked it out early in the early access period, but I don't think it was fleshed out enough at that time. Really like to go back and check it out again. I think I'd enjoy it a lot more from what I've seen of the changes. So glad you asked. You did indeed sub correctly. You think you completed my YouTube channel? Wow. 100% speedrun. So I hate to tell you this, but did you know that we have an archives YouTube channel? The main YouTube is one of actually only 3 YouTube channels. There's also Archives, which is a full unedited upload of everything that goes on the live stream. So many additional thousands of hours of YouTube content, should you so choose. And there's also the variety YouTube for whoops. Oh, that command's out of date. The Plays channel, there we go. Bela Lord Plays. For our edited, non-Slay the Spire YouTube videos. We've had first 2 YouTube, yes, but what about second and third YouTube? There's more. There's Tiny Chest. Alright, well that's not exactly an excellent early relic, but it do stuff. Looks like that'll give us a bonus treasure chest in Act 2 with the current path. Oh well. That's fine by me. An instant OS, thank you for the Prime sub. I feel like we've had like way over 100 subs so far today. Dang. Kaylee says, the Archives also has some unedited variety content for the stuff that attracts fewer people, but still has people that want to watch, like the full XCOM playthrough. That's awesome. 25 pounds Chobani yogurt. What a name, what a player. Thank you for the Prime sub. It's tasty. It's tasty stuff. Guess I should vacation more often. There's definitely some upsides to it. What is this turn 1 here? Luke Dorf. Weeda Bomb. Thanks for the full year. Alright, I guess we go Strike, Strike, Neutralize, and then Survivor, take 4. Doesn't seem like we can do better than that. Could have Triple Strike the front one, then Neutralize, take 9, but 9 is bigger than 4. Fun fact. Triple defend here. Noah having some difficulty in Brotato as the saver. I found success with both SMGs. Pretty hard to go wrong with SMGs in Brotato. And upgrade them only to blue. Or spears worked well, and upgrade to blue or maybe purple. And then save as much as possible. In all cases with Saver, try to buy as few items, as few white items as possible, and spend your money pretty much strictly on weapon upgrades. Trying to save as much as possible also. Early well-laid plans versus early skewer. Probably going to take well-laid plans. Skewer early can definitely make a big difference too. Plans is very good against certain elites, and notably our boss. Game Cavalier says, on average, how many turns should I be taking to kill the heart on A20? I would say your goal is usually 7 turns. Right, the buffs are on turn 4, turn 7, well, 8 turns then. 8 turns is your goal, so shooting for 100 damage a turn will help you get there. On the end of turn 7 is when the heart buffs to +4 strength and gains Beat of Death 3 on A20. So you're looking at 6 times 15 damage, and the heart hitting you for 3 every card you play. Most decks will run out of steam at this point, and the heart will overwhelm them. Although it's certainly possible to stay alive for another cycle or 2. Trying to win in 8 turns is kind of riding the efficiency curve, as I see it. So that's kind of the goal in most of my runs, is 7 or 8 turn win. How's it going, 039? It's good to be back. Castry said, my first defect heart kill took 15 turns with apparitions and echo form. That's pretty nuts. Skewer would have been pretty good here to instantly kill one louse. Do I strike them both or do I play the plans? I think I strike them both. Then kill them both. Easy peasy. Get my 10 bucks. And either an all-out attack for AoE or a crippling cloud for a poison and weak to every enemy. Been a while since I've taken a crippling cloud early. I think it's a pretty good card. All-out attack is maybe a bit more broadly useful. Our boss this act is the Guardian. I would definitely take all-out attack, preferentially against Slime Boss. This card is a bit weaker with Well-Aid plans, too. We're discarding a card at random. Let's go Crippling Cloud. Definitely requires an upgrade, but we've got upgrades to spare. Wonder if you ever take Prepared here. Probably not without a basic card to work with. Take the Crippling Cloud. Hey, Zealotuma, it's good to be back. Oops. It is definitely good to be back. 10 gold is the minimum you can get from a basic encounter. That's right. It's 10 to 20 from a regular fight. And then elites drop 25 to 35, I want to say. Sounds about right. You have no shield next turn. Let's keep the strike. Do that for the damage. Good. Okay. I'll just keep doing this. If you say so, Jawworm. Now we can kill. Sucker Punch adds more weakness, or Blade Dance is a bit more efficient in terms of energy to damage. 12 damage for 1 energy, 3 shivs. Is Tiny Chest the worst common relic? Juzu Bracelet is definitely up there too. Omamori is potentially just as useful, if you don't see any curses. There's a couple others that don't do much. How's it going, Balding Bigfoot? I got home from a long drive yesterday, and I did play a little bit of Armored Core 6 with the twilight hours of my evening, and enjoyed the ever-loving heck out of the start of that game. Definitely going to be doing more of that off-stream in the near future. Having a good time. Enjoying, in particular, how difficult it is. Doesn't play around with the enemy and encounter design. Give me the Blade Dance. And do we take the money and go into the shop immediately? It means skipping an elite? That probably means no. Well, I guess not skipping. Skipping a fire. Go to that elite instead. That would be enough money to afford a common relic. That's kind of a big deal, actually. Normally I don't love the deal from the serpent, but this is a good enough position. Let's try it out here. Take the money. Thank you, Snake. And head to the store. Or we can buy a Master of Strategy, one of the unmastered rare colorless cards. Or we could buy something else. And Stell, thanks for 36 months, 3 Imperial years of support. Accuracy with Blade Dance, also a thing. Can I get both? 185 plus 39 plus 75. I think I can get all of that, right? No, I cannot. Too expensive to get all 3. If only we'd gotten a ceramic fish instead. Alright, well the accuracy can wait then. We're here to master cards, so we better take the unmastered card. Hopefully another accuracy will show up. Good morning, last kerfuffle. What's more terrifying is Silent Gremlinob or Floor 1 Jahorn? Terrifying. No, the Gremlinob is definitely the meanie. Definitely. Take 4 to play Crippling Cloud? That's probably worth it, right? Well, this fight's easy enough. No, this fight's easy enough. I don't need to take 4 at all here. These enemies have very low combined health. Now, Floor 1 Gremlinob, that's a thing. That's not a thing. Thankfully. Be horrifying. Alright, 3 damage. That's better than 4. I guess. Perish. Shiv Potion. That'll help a lot in this elite fight. I think we could do 3 elites here. And if only I had taken the accuracy. Cloak and Dagger would be good. Could take a Predator for draw and damage. I think Predator can be okay. Do any base decks even have a chance of beating Floor 1 Nub? Watcher can. Although you need a kind of convenient draw order for it to work out really well. Watcher can definitely do it. Something like turn 1 Eruption in 2 strikes, turn 2 1 strike, 1 Vigilance, turn 3 Eruption in 3 strikes. I think that would work. Predator, very good against these enemies. The Crippling Cloud is a lot less good in this fight, unfortunately. Still useful, though. It will weaken them all, but most of them will block the poison, unless we've hit them with Neutralize previously. So I'm not sure I'm going to play it. I guess I will. Still pretty useful. I could also Well-Aid Plans and retain it. Guess I'll Well-Laid Plans and retain it for now. You're next, kid. Well, again, without actually applying the poison, it's not that useful. A little bit sad. That's enough damage. Good fight. Dead Branch. Second relic. That is certainly something that'll pull its weight. Better, you can name 2 random relics, and I think you'd have a hard time beating the average output of Dead Brand's Tiny Chest together. Notably, that means we get another random card into our hand anytime a card is exhausted. Master of Strategy exhausts, Crippling Cloud exhausts, and of course, Shiv's exhaust too. And all of that's really good. We felt like we needed a bit more damage. Masterful Stab is pretty solid here, but I think it's overkill at this point. Let's skip it. Large chest type. Fun fact, there are 3 different arts you can get for chests in Slay the Spire. There is actually a difference between the 3. With the size of the chest determining both how much gold it can contain, as well as the rarity of relic that it can contain. This type of chest never contains a common relic. It's only ever uncommon or rare. With the uncommon being Bottled Lightning. Choose a skill. Start combat with the skill in our opening hand. Bottled Master of Strategy plus Dead Branch. How's that for turn 1 draw? I'll take it. And I'm going to upgrade the Blade Dance. 1 more Shiv is both 4 more damage, but also 1 more random card with Dead Branch. This is definitely a good fight for the Strength Potion. Let's use it here. And I'll open with Predator Strike. Don't play this. Get a new random card from Cinder's Bane, which is a Wraith form. Wraith form, you say? And I could use it with the Ancient Potion if I wanted to. Interesting. Not sure I want to. I'm just gonna use it. I'm gonna try to kill ASAP here. Good. Be weak forever. Ooh, calculated gamble. Flying knee. Double. Flying knee. That's 1 dead Lagavulin. Perfect. Thank you, Strength Potion. Get a Whetstone. 2 random upgrades to attacks. Probably just going to be strikes. We could maybe take an attack. Oh my goodness. Did we beat a boss? Hello? 3 rare cards from an elite is a very rare occurrence in Slay the Spire. I've only seen this happen a couple of times across 7,000 hours of gameplay. That's pretty cool. This can happen at random, only from an elite fight. You cannot get more than 1 rare card from a regular combat. Without In-Law's Gift, anyway. So what do we take here? I'm pretty tempted with Glass Knife because of the chance that Glass Knife gets upgraded by the Whetstone. But I think both Tools of the Trade and Phantasmal Killer have some use too. It's definitely a good time for Glass Knife. Let's take Glass Knife. Very solid Act 1 card. It does not get upgraded, but Neutralize does. That's pretty cool. And we can use our upgrade on the Glass Knife if we wish. We don't have to. Malaise. Getting more cards in hand is always nice to have options. Some of them are going to be 0 cost too. That's always good. Let's just go Survivor. Actually, I probably could have killed there, huh? Actually, not quite. Caw. Infinite Blade's a bit better with Dead Branch. I'd still, as a general rule, prefer things that immediately make cards. I think we skip. These are both takeable commons, but we have enough damage, especially with the Glass Knife. We don't need more attack cards at this point. It's one of the really valuable things about a card like Glass Knife. Because it's so much damage in one card, it means you can skip 2 other attack cards that your deck might have needed, and therefore have a smaller deck overall. We've got health to spare. I'm willing to click up to 3 times here, but only 3 to get a relic. 1, 2, 3 to get a pantograph. 18 health for 25 health. As long as I don't die right now to the super sentries. Although I think that'll be pretty tough because of Dead Branch. Stronks. The Strabonkening. It's a good time to play Crippling Cloud. Okay. Unload. 14 damage, discard everything. Or I could play Blade Dance. I only get 3 shivs. That's still 12 damage and 3 new cards. Let's do that. Because one of them could be Masterful Stab. You never know. Here's Glass Knife. A little bit wasted, some of this damage. That's okay. Let's take 2 more to get Well-Laid Plans in play. Would we take an Infinite Blades if offered? No, we already skipped one. Deemed it inadequate. Let's go Predator Dash this turn. Yeah, Predator Survivor, excuse me. Keep the dash. Very dense 1 card. Excellent. I'll just play Accuracy. Perfect. Corpse Explosion ends this fight a lot sooner. Boom. We get a Guria. We can now gain strength at rest sites, improving our attack damage up to 3 times. Very spicy on Glass Knife, really spicy on Shivs. Doppelganger, interesting. Not sure I want a Doppelganger, not when I can lift. Definitely want to start lifting, though. That's for sure. Let's skip here. We can lift here because we're getting 25 more health going into Guardian. And this deck with 1 strength and Dead Branch should beat Guardian pretty easily, even with no potions. How's it going, Gingy Merchant? Welcome to the stream. Have a seat, relax, and enjoy. Do you even lift? I lift. Sure do. One of the hardest parts of the Guardian fight is doing enough damage initially to prevent that first attack on turn 2. Fortunately, we seem to be there. What am I drinking? I got a San Pellegrino, Blood Orange, and Black Raspberry right now. Flavored seltzer water. Accuracy, sure. I'm drinking blood. Nightmare. Bit expensive. Although we have set up a Nightmare. Curious. Sir Pack with 32 months. Thank you, thank you. There's an Infinite Blades. You'd love to see it. Keep that. Note that even if the card hits the Guardian twice, we only take damage back once. The Sharp Hide is per attack card played. Not per time we hit the Guardian. Kind of interesting that there's a distinction there, but there is. Have some poison. Phantasmal Killer. Could score me a kill next turn. Let's go Phantasmal Killer, dodger roll. Keep Survivor. Dead Branch definitely putting in the big work here. No question. Kerblam. Get a Strength Potion, and we could take another Glass Knife. We could take a Bullet Time. Bullet Time Dead Branch seems kind of good. That is a good Bullet Time. Or Unload. No, I really like this Bullet Time. A really good energy cheat, so to speak. We can't draw any more cards on our turn, but we can still create new ones into our hand. And everything that's already in our hand becomes free. I'll take it. Yeah, play 4 Shivs, then play all the created cards. As for our boss relic, looks like we're probably taking the same thing as last time, the Slaver's Collar here. Dead Branch is very energy hungry in general. The more energy you have, the more the more of your random cards that you can play. The other options are a bit more limiting. Tiny House is just kind of weak in general, although not terrible. And Calling Bell is unreliable. 3 random relics and a downside, which might not be anything at all. Is Bullet Time generally good? I wouldn't say generally, no. In order for Bullet Time to be good, you definitely need to be able to get a lot of other cards, ideally expensive cards, into your hand. Dead Branch, fortunately, is very good at that. So Dead Branch will carry our way, hopefully, as we move forward. Definitely going to help us a lot in Act 2 here. How many elites do we think we can take? I think we can do 3. Probably these 2. 2 events to get a treasure chest here. Prefer to do that earlier. Doesn't seem viable. I guess we could go this way. And that way we get another treasure chest here. Back-to-back relics before we go into the second elite. How's it going, Timmy K? I was not streaming this when it very first came out, but I started streaming around, well, September of 2018. Still during the early access period of Slay the Spire. Back then, Ascension 15 was the highest difficulty. I think it later fully released, I want to say November or December of that year. So I started streaming it a couple of months before 1.0 release happened. And I did the Ascensions evenly, more or less, climbing with all the characters at the same time. I've always strived to play all of the characters in this game more or less evenly. For me, that's partially as an anti-burnout mechanic. Distributing my efforts across the 4 characters prevents me from getting too frustrated or bored by the game in any of its aspects. Ninja Oriel with 6 months. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. Don't have any current plans to do any sort of ladder-style challenge, although I could see doing a throwback now and then. Is this a good fight for the Ancient Potion? I'm not sure we need it. Yeah, I'm not convinced we need it. Well, there's not that many other good uses for Ancient Pot in Act 2. Let's just use it now. Make my life a bit easier. Definitely. That'll do. Take 9, win the fight. Hopefully. Yes. And we get another potion, so I don't feel bad. We also get another upgraded Blade Dance. 4 more shivs to our hand. That's exactly what we want to see here. The deck just got developed. Big time developed. Look at this. We keep the Blade Dance for the double damage turn. 10 damage. Beautiful. And a backstab. 0 cost, deal damage, exhaust. Can't ask for better than that. Blah says, have I ever managed to get Corruption Dead Brands with a character other than Ironclad? Yes, we have. With Prismatic Shard, I think we did it on Defect, which was quite fun. I don't think I've done it on every character. Oh, man. Well, this is certainly a store, Twitch chat. Storm of Steel is here, and Kunai is here. My only regret is that we can't have both of them. Kunai is definitely very good with the Blade Dances. For playing 3 attacks in 1 turn, we'll get a point of Dex, and that is huge. Absolutely huge. Scaling our dexterity up massively during combats. Storm of Steel, pretty good also, discarding our entire hand and replacing it with shivs, letting us look at tons of cards in 1 turn. My only regret is that we can't do both. Does that mean Kunai would have been in the bell? No. The shop pulls relics from the bottom of the relic list. Somebody earlier was asking, how do relics in Spire work? Like if Kunai was fated to be in the calling bell, does that mean that we would have missed it? Generally, how it works is that the game creates a list of each rarity of relic, placing all the relics of that rarity in a certain order. So, for example, Kunai, then Shuriken, then Pear, then Bottled Tornado. for the uncommon relic list. And anytime a relic of that rarity is generated, it pulls the next one from the beginning of the list, except for shops, which instead pull from the bottom of the list. So if your calling bell is fated to give you a kunai, that means that the kunai is actually the next uncommon relic in the list, and anytime you would receive an uncommon relic, you'd get the kunai. So you don't really miss relics usually in Slay the Spire, it's just how many you get. With the notable exception of shops, which again pull from the bottom of the relic list. You see a relic in the shop, it's not a relic you would have seen otherwise, and you won't see it again during this run. I will be taking that kunai. Shame we can't get the Storm of Steel. Do I want Deflect with the kunai? I do, but not for 59 gold, I don't. Not for 59 gold. What I do want is to remove a strike. Although upgrading all of our strikes and all of our defense is pretty good. That's 9 free upgrades. I really want to shrink the deck down, though, so that we draw the blade dances as much as possible. So I'm going to dunk a strike there. Ninja Oriel with a very generous 10 gifted subs. Holy heck, welcome to the Cozy Sub Club, everybody. And thank you, Ninja Oriel, for that incredibly generous display there. Can a card exhaust back into itself? Oh yeah. We can... Backstab can turn into backstab over and over and over again, if you're lucky. Totally can happen. Uh-oh. Oh, this is fine. Just don't be too fancy. Only 3 energy per turn, very limiting in these non-elite fights, but we rest easy knowing that we have no broad penalty applied to our character. And we'll have more energy during the elite fights. Okay, now we can bullet time. Kerblam. 5 dexterity already. Absurd. Simply absurd. One more for the road? I mean, with Kunai Dead Branch, I think so. Let's take one more Blade Dance. One more, please. And then we go Elite before Fire in order to get another question mark here for Tiny Chest. I think that's worth it. Our first Elite, the 3 Slavers. We're going to have most certainly a bad time versus us in this fight. Oh, ha ha! Get wrecked, nerds. Storm of Steel and Corpse Explosion are both here. Get destroyed. Got him. We get a Ghost in a Jar and a Sundial, and a Calculated Gamble, allowing us to discard our hand, draw that many cards again, and then get a new card to replace the Calculated Gamble from the Dead Branch. This is a very strong run, Twist Shut. Good times. Let's lift. Become strong. Get a treasure. The Gambling Chip, oh my goodness, can now discard any number of cards on turn 1 and draw that many so that we have an even better turn 1 consistently. And I was hoping it would be Bag of Preparation here. Mercury Hourglass, 3 damage to every turn. Every enemy, every turn, excuse me. This is skippable, but still pretty good. I'll take it. And we lift one last time. Are we ready to fight the heart? Honestly, with Ghost in a Jar, we could very arguably win the heart fight at this point. As long as Dead Branch was cooperative, it would be possible. Optimally swole. Swole-tacular. That is a lot of shivs. Let's discard this. So we Blade Dance, make 3 cards, and then Bullet Time? I think so. Or I could Bullet Time now, play all the Blade Dances, and then have 1 energy left. I think I'd rather create 3 random cards, though, and then play all of them. Acrobatics, Deflect, and Expertise. That's not helpful, unfortunately. Oh well. So it goes. Might have to kill the gremlins now. Let's do that. Although concentrate. Cute. Get him. Run! Run. Run for your lives. Because I've got an Acrobatics Plus. Seems like a pretty good card. One could argue Setup actually has use in this deck. I'm down for more card draw. And I'll take the Healing Potion, too. Cultist plus Chosen. Classic fight. Let's see if we can get the Chosen one dead on turn 1 here. Too many cards in hand is actually a problem for these Blade Dances sometimes. It's cute. I'll drink this now. So we could kill, but I want to keep healing. Don't want to do that yet. Then killing with poison allows 1 more tick of regeneration. Regen goes before enemies take poison damage. Outmaneuver. Next turn, gain 3 energy. We can definitely put that to use. This deck can spend so much energy. Give me that. Why not? Let's go outmaneuver, glass knife. Free cards you shouldn't have. Get him, Hourglass. Boop. Beautiful. Grand Finale. Pretty hard to make work with the Dead Branch, I bet. None of these attack cards seem all that good. There are no Blade Dance, after all. Skip it. Rematch against these jerks. Got any free, free corpse explosions in there? I would love some. Oh, Storm of Steel. Good stuff. Good stuff. More shivs. More fun. Preserved Insect. All future elites will be easier to kill. Another chance at infinite blades. I still think we don't want it. The blade dances are just better. Yeah, good turn one. Question is, can we kill Collector on turn one? That's what I want to know. Let's upgrade the bullet time. Even on the turns I play bullet time, I find myself wanting more energy. Gamba. Okay, let's go. Well-laid plans. Outmaneuver. I guess I'll strike. Keep Crippling Cloud to go with bullet time here. Oh, we have so much energy this turn. Excellent. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to summon a whole bunch of new cards. And then let bullet time make them all free. Whatever's left. Envenom plus Riddle with Holes. Let's go. Plus a whole bunch of strength, too. Excellent. Now I'm also a ghost. Beautiful. Feels like cheating. Just a bit. GG, Collector. GG. Not too bad at all. Nice. We can take a real Envenom if we want, or another Glass Knife, or a Grand Finale. Not sure we want any of these, actually. Skip them all, I think. Memory asks, would I rather have Orichalcum or Threadneedle as a first relic? I think Threadneedle is more overall useful, since you can stack it with so many other things. Limit us to 6 cards per turn. How about no? I think that's a good way to dunk our run here. We can take Runic Dome, blind ourselves to the truth but gain more energy. Or I can transform and upgrade 3 cards into new, potentially better cards. Certainly wouldn't mind transforming our 3 unupgraded strikes. With the Slaver's Collar and Outmaneuver and Bullet Time, we arguably have all the energy we need most of the time. Get 3 heal hooks. Now we're talking. Am I worried about blocking against Hearts? The Kunai should help with that. But we definitely need more ways to block Heart, that's for sure. Our 1 Ghost in a Jar will definitely assist with the Heart. We're hoping to hold it until then. I don't really want to not know what the enemies are doing. Let's take the Labe over the Dome here. I think Runic Dome is okay, but we can do better. Oh, that was pretty good. We get a Terror Plus, an Escape Plan Plus, and a Cloak and Dagger Plus. They all fit with the deck, that's for sure. Escape Plan and Cloak and Dagger are very good with the Kunai. Terror very good with our Dead Branch and our physical attack strategy. Those are very good cards. Excellent cards in exchange for 3 strikes. Good feels. Very good feels. Okay. I think shops are probably a priority this act. We are hoping to find another Master of Strategy, or otherwise find like 2 heal hooks somehow. Seems unlikely. The best way to find Master Strategy is simply to go to as many shops and, I guess, question mark rooms as possible. You also get a bonus chest that way. So yeah, let's do something like this. All events and all shops. And we still get 2 elites even, which is nice. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Sounds good to me. Spike or no spiking? Oops. That's right. You can't gamble after playing bullet time. True fact. Does not work. Infinite Blades plus. I don't think that helps me. But Piercing Wail does. We're looking for ways to block Heart. This is a way to block Heart. Shut down one of the multi-hits by reducing the Heart's strength. It also makes another new card. You happen upon a group of what look like purple fire spirits dancing around a large bonfire. You can here donate one of our cards to the purple fire spirits, gaining a bonus based on the rarity of the donated card. Get nothing for a starter card, a small heal for a common card, a full heal for an uncommon card, or if you give up a rare card with a yellow sash here, we get a full heal and 10 additional max HP, improving our survivability against Heart a little bit. Predator was similarly disposable, but Predator wouldn't have given us 10 max health to sacrifice, so for that reason I strongly prefer sacrificing the Predator there. Enlightenment is one of the still remaining unmastered colorless cards, reducing the cost of all cards in hand to 1. Don't think it's all that good, but it definitely is unmastered, and there's definitely a chance we get another one, so I think I'll probably buy it. Or we could have 2 heal hooks. It's true, it could. Secret Technique, very good with the Dead Branch in general. Could even be 5 heal hooks. This is a particularly difficult card to get, so I'm definitely tempted here. Isn't Backstab just free gas? Mostly, yes. Although it is expensive, so... not free, it's 86 gold gas. Definitely need to get at least 1 mastery here. That's kind of the goal, right? Let's buy this Enlightenment. And I think save the rest of our money for the next shop. In this economy... the economy, fools. 1 cost Nightmare. 1 cost Bullet Time, 0 cost Nightmare. I like it. The shiz. Beautiful. Blur is pretty good. It's a block card that will scale with our dexterity, and it allows us to retain block from one turn to the next, which I think is quite good here. Jawworms versus 1 million shivs. You have 5 skills. Finisher. Gambler's Brew is excellent. Adrenaline is excellent. Dodge Roll Plus is also quite good, but I think Adrenaline's even better here. Instant energy gain, instant card draw. Is there a card I can't help but take even if it might not be optional? Optimal? Dark Embrace and Feel No Pain, usually. On Ironclad, for sure. I don't know if I have a silent card I'm clicking on all the time. Definitely Dark Embrace and Feel No Pain. Transmutation. Rip. Rest in pieces, Reptomancer. So here, instead of 86 gold for a backstab, I'll just take one for free. It's okay by me. Guess I can do fire an enemy in either order. Just recall. Transient. Okay, can we kill Transient? Let's go Enlightenment Choke, I guess. Can we kill the Transients? Bullet time with the bonus draw next turn seems good. So just Kunai. 146 damage turn 1. And I wouldn't necessarily say I was trying to maximize damage that turn. I was trying to get a bunch of stuff in my hand. Bouncy, bouncy. Clicky, clicky. Okay, I'll take another Storm of Steel, sure. Infinite? Play Envenom here. I guess so. Play out maneuver. Keep the Blade Dance. 3 turns. We're already halfway there. Can we do better? Show me the Storm of Steels. So anyway, I started stabbing. Ooh, that's not a good turn. You definitely have some junky draws with the Dead Branch deck once you're into the second cycle of your cards. Start drawing into all the junk you generated on the previous cycle. Or you can simply never cycle your deck by winning the fight the first time around. You're wrecked. GG, Transient. Bitwise Bard says, how many cards can you make your deck before the game explodes? Great question. Believe it or not, this screen here, where you look at all the cards in your deck, runs mostly lag-free, even if you have 10,000 cards. It takes a very large number of cards to start making the game chug. It's quite resilient in this way. Take a backflip. And that's actually quite important for endless runs, because in an endless run, you actually can get to 10,000 cards if you want to. Oh, actually, I could have taken that Ninja Scroll, but I don't think I wanted to, right? Maybe I did. The shuffle animation does take more time with more cards, so if you're trying to shuffle 10,000 cards, you'll have to wait a little bit, yeah. Fluffy Mitten says, meanwhile, the PS4 version struggles with more than 6 cards on screen. Oof. So sorry to hear that. I think I do want this well-laid plan. Seems kind of important. I'll lose one of our 2 backstabs. There it is, the second Master of Strategy. I guess it won't be the last card after all. That or we're losing. Either way, here we are, 2 Master of Strategies. It's time to master the Master. And buy another backflip, too. Seems good. Could buy the accuracy. I'm going to hold on to our money on the very low chance that there's another Enlightenment in the final shop. Very low chance, but it might happen. We'll hold on just for that low chance of occurring. I did want that Ninja Scroll, actually. My bad. It's alright. Seems like we're finally getting enough block cards, at least. Perfect. Should have backflipped earlier there. I could have played the grand finale there. One more Piercing Wail. 2 is a good number to have for the end game here. Shut down multi-attacking bosses like Heart. Temporarily remove strength from the awakened one. Some good stuff we can do with it. Akabeko Riddle with holes. Let's get him. Boom. 14 times 5. You'll love to see it. And then 45. Low. But thou mustn't. Not a big deal with Pentagraph. Bag of Marbles. Enemies are vulnerable on turn 1. And I am going to take a dodge and roll because of our immense dexterity score. Block this turn and block next turn will be quite good. How's it going, Infamous? We did indeed win the Clad run. Mastering the Decay Curse last run. That was a good time. Marbles, Akabeko, Riddle with holes. Let's go. Just need to randomly generate riddle with holes every fight from the Master strategy. No problem. Or Nightmare. Ooh. Nightmare that backstab. I guess. Four additional cards, please. Also, my hand is full. First, the outmaneuver. Good times. Chronanax, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. GG. One boss down, one to go. But that boss is Time Eater, who can definitely prove a bit of an issue for us. Rather hard to spam attack cards versus this boss, although notably not impossible. There are some who call me Tim. Definitely neutralize. Well, that's not that helpful. Although I could skewer for a ton. That is that helpful. I don't want more shits, huh? Lots of energy currently. Sure. That'll do just fine. I'm going to consider holding a piercing well there, but we can wait a bit until we see another one. Plenty of health to work with this fight. It's okay if we lose most of it, since we already beat the first boss. We should try to get another kunai here. Possible. Good. Not particularly helpful, unfortunately. It works if I keep the skewer, I guess. Not in love with it so far. Okay, we get the other piercing whale. That'll do. Might be able to go for the kill here on this turn. If we can't, we can play Piercing Whale and reduce Time Eater's strength substantially. Looks like that's what I'll do. Just play Piercing Whale, lower the strength back down to 0, and then on future turns, Time Eater thinks they have 0 strength. Basically. Play a bullet time here. Play two bullet times, or you prevented from drawing cards on the next turn. No, doesn't carry over from turn to turn, thankfully. Be pretty nuts if it did. Looks like we're doing just fine. Lost a little bit of health in this fight, but not too much overall. Not too much. Guess I'll keep another bullet time, sure. Damage per card is a little bit lacking. Slightly concerned that could be a little bit iffy in the heart fight, but only slightly. I think ultimately we can probably just play lots of cards. And everything will be fine. Probably worth setting sundial to 2. At the very minimum here. Let's wait 1 second. Although I'd like Happy Flower also on 2. So I think I'll just go for the kill right now. GG. 2 thump, 2 thump, 2 thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all these strategies? Onward. And how's it going, Julio Agosto? Only won once per character on this game, then I can't get to win anymore. Trying to watch to learn a bit. Well, you're certainly in the right place. So you'll find this is a very question-friendly community. Even if I don't answer if I don't answer a particular question or provide an asked-for piece of advice, odds are somebody in Twitch chat is highly knowledgeable and willing to share or answer. You're currently looking at the tail end of our Spire Mastery challenge here. I'm tasking myself not only with winning, but winning with particular cards, trying to get a separate victory for each and every card in this game, all 352. We're down to the final 10. And poised to master one more here, Master of Strategy. We're also going to upgrade 1 card. I like the Adrenaline upgrade quite a bit. Yeah, 1 more energy is quite good. Alright, what's in the final shop? Is it Enlightenment? It's not. But there is a Dolly's Mirror. Slightly out of price range, and more insultingly, a heel hook. I guess I'll buy that, huh? Just in case. Merchant. Stinky merchant. What I thought. Stinky. Storm of Steel, you got it. Discard the entire hand. Turn it into another Storm of Steel. Alright, well, we win this fight. Good talk. Got him. Two for 1. Easy. Nice turn 1. We get a power potion. Prepared plus. Take the prepared and the pen nib. How about a power potion versus a gambler's brew? I like a power potion. Could be an after image, could be a footwork, could be a well-laid plans. Lots of things it could be. Rip to Happy Flower, but it's all good. It's us versus the heart. This one's for all the marbles, Twitch chat. If we win, we master the master of strategy. Here goes, Twitch chat. Let's use this right now. Is a Wraithform. Let's keep that in our hand / deck. With well-laid plans, we can retain this. That's pretty good. Seems like a big deal, in fact. Fortunately, Beat of Death makes us take damage every time we play a card, which adds up quite substantially, quite quickly. Ooh, bullet time, huh? You don't say. At this point, I'm pretty much ready to play them both. Note it's only 4 turns of intangible, and we'd start losing dexterity at a rate of 2 per turn. It's still 4 turns of intangible, though. Or we could just hold on to them again. And yeah, Ghost makes it 5. I don't think we play them right now. I think that's the initial learning. Don't play them yet. No. So in that case, I'm not going to play bullet time, yeah? Go well-laid plans, outmaneuver. Keep Wraith form backflip? I think that's right. Okay, big 67 means, yeah, we're almost guaranteed playing Wraith form here. I'm okay with that. Caltrops, that helps a lot. That's a ton of damage. Okay, fair enough. Keep this bullet time and I guess Crippling Cloud. 3 new cards. Storm of Steel, 1,000 cuts. Excellent. Excellent. Some cards in my hand, though. Ooh, Melee is good. That Bane. Okay, so we melees to reduce this to 0 by 15, then play Storm of Steel? I think that's the case. I think you should have played the Phantasmal. It's all good. Lots of damage. I guess I keep Grand Finale. Let's see, we are drawing normally, so keep Adrenaline, Grand Finale. I could keep both Grand Finales. Actually, we're pretty likely to land them both. Keep both Grand Finales. The grandest finale. Grand finale. The damage. Here's where setting up the sundial would have been a good idea. Guess we'll do it now. Keep Piercing Wail for sure. Piercing Wail 1 Blade Dance or 2 Piercing Wails? Piercing Wail 1 Blade Dance. Heart's going down. 35 incoming. We got the other Wraith form. Perfect timing. Let's do it. quite the right order. Penny, the grand finale. So Penny the choke. Kind of underwhelming, but oh well. Look at that health go down. Easy peasy. Be free, my ghosty friend. Be free. GG. GG. One more down. Not too bad. Not too bad. GG. GG. Black Phoenix in chat asks, after completing the Mastery Challenge, am I still planning to play Spire? Oh yeah. I'd like to do some more win streaking in Slay the Spire once we're done with the Mastery Challenge. Don't plan on getting rid of Spire anytime soon. Don't worry. Spire's been very good to me, and I would like to keep playing it for a little while longer. It is paying all my bills, after all. It's part of the incentive. Vinzan, thanks for the 4 months. Almost there. We're getting so close. So close. Oh, great question, Girthquake. Girthquake asks, does Apotheosis upgrade the cards taken by the Bronze Automaton's minions? And the answer to that is unfortunately no. If the minion has the card when you play the Apotheosis, it will not get upgraded. Sad times. Yeah, what? Has it been done? The master has been mastered. And so, shall I. GG. G-Puzzle says, what relic creates a stable diffusion-generated copy of a card? Dolly's Mirror. That's great. Joe Joestar, thanks for the 2 months in the Prime sub. Always glad to be part of the Cozy Sub Club. An early Dead Branch definitely made a very silly time for this silent... The strong silent type, too, with the Gurya. This was very pleasant. Just very consistently clean and devastating, thanks to a lot of just really good relics. Starting from Dead Branch. Thought we were going to have trouble dealing damage to heart, but it ended up being that was no problem whatsoever, thanks to the grand finales and the Caltrops we generated. Do I have a favorite Dolly's Mirror memory unrelated to the Mastery Challenge? Believe it or not, the Necronomicon Mastery run was not the first time I've used the Dolly's Mirror on the Necronomicon curse. Trying to remember some other silly shenanigans. Ending up with 2 very upgraded Searing Blows is always a good time, too. I think there was one time we had 2 Ritual Daggers that were each about 200 damage. Those are all pretty good memories. Did I just come back and immediately master 3 cards? I sure did, Roach the Horse. I sure did. Colorless and Curse cards, too. Some of the hardest to get. So there's only 1 rare colorless card left? Is that correct? Or did we just get all of them? Violence, that's right. Violence is still there. Violence is the last of the rare colorless cards, although not for lack of trying. Not for lack of trying, that's for sure. It's called being refreshed after time off. Well, and the Spire deciding to hand me some luck. That Ironclad run definitely wouldn't have happened without some serious luckitude. This one here. Chrysalis and Decay, that was a good time. Do curses need to be mastered? According to our challenge, yes. Yes, they do, including the unique, unremovable, one-time only curses, Curse of the Bell and Necronomicurse, which, believe it or not, we've already mastered during the course of the challenge. Hardest curses left. Clumsy and Pain are the only curses left. Shouldn't be too bad. Pain will be tough, but I think Ironclad can do double Pain, no problem, with something like Rupture or Runic Cube. Or just exhaust them. But yeah, Pain is definitely going to be a pain. Certainly going to be a pain. Violence was the answer. How many events can give Clumsy? Matching Keep? I think that might be it, actually. Can't think of any events that give a random curse, specifically. Character that would be easiest to master Pain on would be Ironclad first and probably Watcher second. Watcher because she can scry the Pain curse away and not draw it. Transforming a curse can give Clumsy as well. We had a run that had 2 Clumsies that died to the heart. Note that we could have had this mastered already. Curse Key and Niao can also give Clumsies. Those are going to be some of our major sources. Definitely preferentially taking Curse Darts now, trying to get Clumsy specifically. The Wheel event specifically gives Decay. This one. It's not a random curse. And there's no event that specifically gives Clumsy. Is part of the difficulty. You have to get it at random, and then we have to either find a second random copy, very rare, or get Dolly's Mirror. Or a Duplicator Shrine, also very rare. So this could take quite a few attempts. I would be grinding Ironclad runs to get Clumsy done, probably. If it's the last card, for example. Although maybe the last card will be Hello World. Goodbye, World. For those who have never seen Pride, this is a curse you can only find in Endless mode. That's actually why it's excused from the Mastery Challenge. Playing in Endless mode, for your 3rd time through the game, you'll be given some Pride curses. They're self-duplicating slimes, sort of. If you don't play them for 1 cost, you'll get another copy on top of your draw pile. But if you play them for 1 cost, they just go away. See you later, Noah. (718) says, would I use Filter the Spire to try to get the final curses? With something like Curse Key? I'd like to do it as legit as possible. Using seeds in any way, shape, or form would be kind of forcing the challenge. Cheating a little bit, although also saving me a lot of time. I was planning on doing this if Necronomicurse was the last card to be mastered, because trying to force runs just to find Necronomicurse, we could play for 1,000 hours, and it wouldn't be guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination. But because it happened naturally, I want to see if we can get every single card without forcing or cheating in any way. I think we can do it. So, full legit, let's do it. Yeah, that Necro run was absurd. Absurd. Do I avoid beta arts for viewers? Yes, Mutator. I find beta arts are a little confusing, particularly if you have a lot of beta arts enabled. It can be very difficult to recognize cards for viewers. It just makes it visually a bit more noisy. I very much like the color palette and art style of the game in its unmodified state. So changing things to beta art, although cute on a per card basis, it really kind of deconstructs one of the important visual elements of Slay the Spire. So prefer not to do that, minus a couple of cards that I really like the beta art on. Double energy, for example. And I think we have boot sequence enabled also. There it is, yeah. And multicast. So there's 3 defect cards I use the beta art on. And Wraith Form, too. Yeah, so there's a handful. Don't even know what basic Wraith Form looks like. Let's see, what does it look like? It's like a worse spooky ghost. You can see why I don't remember it. I like the beta way more. Way more. The palette swapped ghost. Well, we're definitely off to an amazing start coming back from our break here. 343 cards mastered, 9 left to go. I'm pretty happy calling it at 3 Spire cards for the day. I think I'd like to goof around as a potato in the second half of our stream. So let's kick it over to some Brotato. We'll, of course, be back at the Spire Challenge tomorrow, seeing if we can get another few cards mastered. Potate. Agreeable Robot says, I want to see a mastery celebration where you do a modded run where the starter deck is twice every card in the game. Pretty funny. We have a favorite beta art? Yes, double energy is my personal favorite. Times 2? Such that I made an emote out of it and never changed that emote. One of our oldest emotes on the channel. The times 2.